Yeah, because I'll forget about Okay, so I'll do a quick rundown of everything. So just so we have it all recorded. So Nicholas is going to try for the devout nano that melds mind with machine. He is part of a small organization of up to like 6 followers, like a very small. This is rough. It's a we were talking about a cloud that comes down from the machine god kind of thing. The machine god you can barely see it in the sky, but we have the observatory, which the nano priests utilize in order to observe the machine god. The
detail, it is
lenses.
a corpse.
Yeah, it's like a corpse. Yeah. So the lenses are kind of sophisticated, like an orrery, where they connect together by the alignment of certain things out in the sky, and then you're able to observe it better and that sort of thing. So we got that going on for Zonalar. We have the risk-taking right that builds tomorrow. We have an idea that he's got this creature that follows him, which provides an energy source. So Zonalar has rigged this thing like like connected it, bio machine the thing so that it provides power for his tools for certain things. So that's a cool idea that we're going to work with. For OG, Mike, he is playing the resilient glaive that learns from adversity.
Yeah.
And that's his idea. We will, okay. So, and for the record, we'll work on those characters kind of like all separately on separate streams for each individual, so we can kind of delve into their ideas, and so it's not an entirely known thing, but we're just going to go over the knowns that they know of each other, because we're kind of building how this community, or what kind of a community this is. So we have the temple, basically the observatory, which the priests use. Sonalar, anything you want to put into this? Is this a town, village? What do you guys think?
Is it an independent temple, or is it part of a larger town, kind of,
Oh man, do you want me to go crazy?
We can go crazy. This is what this game is about.
Yeah. Okay, the temple, the observatory, it also moves, and nobody knows how or why, but I imagine it's also attached to like an even bigger lens. So it's like attached to something else on the whole Earth planet. So it has a rotation it follows.
No,
interesting.
So we have our town set up something on top of it. So it's like a traveling caravan that goes down like a ley line, something like that follows a predetermined path.
Yeah, I can.
So it's always following the same
got like little legs,
kind of
or
thing?
like a spider, or wheels.
Man, what would be cool?
I think it needs to
is
be
it floating? Is it like
than,
hovering above ground, or is it like a
is it built machine into the ground, and the ground every once in a while like quakes and then moves along like the big kind of machine in the earth?
Yeah, like
it stays
like
still, and the earth just moves underneath it instead of it moving to follow the earth.
yeah. Breaks away and causes chaos as it scrapes to the next location.
Especially if it's like really slow,
Does it sound?
It happened years, so people build things up around it and then it moves.
Yeah,
exactly. And it's like, I mean, I keep taking turns here, but
it's like, okay, Nicholas,
it's like 2 kilometers big.
Do you think this is a viable thing for the priesthood? This is totally a cool thing. And
I think that horrible movie Mortal Engines, where the temple gobbles up everything in front of it to perpetuate its movement.
There,
yeah.
you know, there there is a
because
lot
it,
of that
it could,
in Numenera too. So yeah,
Mortal Engine.
I think it could
yeah,
be
it's
following the
very
same celestial body, you know.
Visually amazing, horrible movie, but the world building.
oh, so this is in coordination of the slight movements that it may have in the machine god.
yes.
It moves around
It
like
follows
the
the
corpse
orbit of
moves
the
around.
machine
It
god.
follows.
To keep the focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't see
Focus,
anything
that's an
beyond
important word.
the machine god. There's nothing beyond the machine god. The telescope is always on the machine god. There's nothing to the left or the right. That's and it would be heretical to even think that there's anything else other than the machine god.
There you go.
Do not question what's on the left of the machine god.
Yes, exactly. There's nothing else up there but the machine god.
The
Only
blackness of
heretics
the
look the other direction. We only look
It's like,
forward.
oh man, we're a bunch of hillbillies focused on staring at the sun during the eclipse. Like, my eyes.
That is totally us.
Exactly.
Yeah, you live your lives by the rotation of the corpse in the sky, and
I'll waiting for his awake. He slumbers.
Yes, that's it. That is the question here.
When I gotta stop. I keep having ideas. I gotta stop.
Okay.
Sure,
Nicholas, anything you want to add? What kind of anything else around this the formation of? I guess we'll kind of imagine it like the picture here showing the disc in the middle of the on the website here, almost like a disc of land where it gets pulled across and goes to the next destination kind of thing.
So does it literally drag itself on the ground, like leaving a trail? Is that what you're going for?
There's like
okay. It just happens. Nobody knows. Yeah, I like that. It's just
and then it grows back in everywhere. Is it like a swamp like this one, or what? Yeah. What are we imagining around here?
I mean, I was going like it's going around the whole planet. So like the traffic can take like several years to orbit once around the whole planet to like.
You know what that would imply? Time, because if they're like moving, like the hours of the day would not match the sun, because the city is in constant movement.
The other thing I was thinking of, oh man, doesn't make sense. I don't know. Like one idea I had is that it is stopping like half and half. It stops for half the time and then starts up again, because the whole machine needs like time to rest and rejuvenate and regenerate the energy it needs to move again. So that's how you have how the ecology on top of it develops, like it stopped. Now we can actually go outside of the place and scavenge what's around us, fruits. See what's
wild the game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See what's happening.
Everything is run on a tight schedule, like it's celestial clock.
God, yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So the current location that it's in right now, what are we thinking of? Are we in a desert? Are we in the jungle? Is it what kind of rough biome are we looking at here? It
would be nice to start on like a tough one, to have things going on.
Start at a farm,
like a desert or a tundra.
Oh, just a tundra.
Tundra kind of area. Okay.
Because tundra would make the lenses hard because there will be frost in it. The sky has layers of snow, so maybe the priests are a bit upset. Like, we cannot see our god. Like, we're like spiritually blind.
So okay,
and it's having trouble moving because of all the rocks.
Yeah.
That have come up in the paths in the tundra, so it's just grinding even slower. And they're all worried that they're not going to make the timeline because these stupid rocks are in the way.
Yeah, like these massive ice shoals that we have to break through this time around.
Yeah, they weren't there last year. Yeah.
Okay.
That might have been a village we just ran over, but it's in the name of the god.
Yeah. How many people are in this community that you have right now, which follows this?
So so the followers are like about 6, but there's a larger community. Shouldn't this whole community be devout? I don't think they would coexist well. Like non-devout,
I don't think they
non-believers.
need. I don't think they need to be devout, but I leave that up to you.
You know, there's always people that you know,
They gotta pay
that try to
tithes.
make, you know, make a living, you know, around this kind of thing. I mean, the priests
Yeah.
have to eat and all that stuff, so you know, they rely on maybe some farmers or something that, you know, just
Even
farm on the
escorts,
basic
right?
Yeah,
disc. Or-
totally. Yeah, we're just the fleas on the
Yes.
back of the machine.
Yeah.
And the
Oh yeah,
priests
that
are
makes
the brain.
sense. So are we talking like a village-sized thing, and in the middle there's the observatory?
Yeah, like I mean,
Or a little
in
bit
my
larger?
head, I was imagining the whole machine also being like 2 kilometer long, or something
2
like that.
kilometers?
You know,
Yeah. I think
yeah,
that's a
like
good size.
there's a lot of space on top of it still, with like whole trees growing out and
Like
all kinds
slums?
of animals and like bunch of hitchhikers who just hop on top,
Yeah, who just
like small
yeah, that's what I was
drakes and
thinking
all.
too. Just
Yeah,
So
villages
does
and
it
that
then
got
they
always go
fly
on
off
a...
again.
people that just jumped on and live there, like, you know.
That too, yeah.
Yeah, that's a question. Because does it always go in a straight line? Because if that always going in a straight line, there's always a backside. So maybe that's where like the hitchhikers start building slums because it's the easiest part to reach it from.
I
Or
don't
does it like
think
sometimes change its course like
I don't
diagonally?
think it's a straight line, but like it follows like a ley line. Like we cannot
Hmm.
decipher what it's following, but it like it's we you or maybe even the priests are the only ones who can even ascertain like what direction it will take because they have figured out how to read these ley lines
There's these
to
old, big,
navigate.
thick red books, and they can only read
Oh,
a couple chapters of it. You know,
I thought
The
of some.
Shrines and
the
big, thick red
Chronicles
books
of
written in ancient language that say things like ENG, RNG. Part of the letters are missing.
If true.
This one
Yes.
says PHONBO.
I don't know what that means. Oh, phone book or what?
Parts of books from when this thing was first built, because these are the kids of 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 the original priests that started this thing up hundreds of years ago.
And the reason why you're in control of the temple, because you guys are the only ones who can tell everybody else where it's moving and organize, like caravans and trade-offs.
Mhm.
So the community who wants to hitchhike are dependent on you. That's why you have like status.
Okay.
Oh.
So
I was thinking of
yeah, go for it.
about so if people can command with machine, maybe the high priest is already fused to the observatory, so that's why he can like be the oracle. He knows where it's going because he already fused himself. So part of
Oh God.
yeah, so like when he eventually expires, like they need a new one to, substitute him ASAP to be
We need a new
the oracle.
sacrifice.
Yeah, he's going to be fused for like a few hundred years there, and just deciphering where it's going.
Your living battery.
Yeah,
Plug
basically.
it. Oh,
like
this one's
more of an
empty.
interface, yeah.
The living interface. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty, wrote that down. Community wise, how many people in all?
2 kilometers?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a mile roughly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm bad with numbers and statistics, so I won't even
It's like
suggest.
bad shapes. Like it's hard. Like it's bumps and bruises. Like
Are we?
How many
say
people that they know about?
How many people on this
on the census,
on this moving thing?
Yeah, those are the people who show up to the temple. That you've met.
So the occupants of this moving thing, how many roughly? How many are going to be basically living on here? How many do you imagine?
Right.
2 kilometers.
I'm trying to look some inspiration here in real life because, like I said, numbers are not my thing.
Well, you could say like maybe it's 200 people, maybe it's 100 people, maybe it's just 50 people that live on the disc, but people come around and start building, their own kind of, makeshift things on the outskirts of this moving disc in order to kind of, bring an entry into the.
Yeah,
around, like you said,
temple is the
200
center of the
accounted.
disc. Then there's buildings. Yeah, probably around 100 to 200, I would say.
Okay,
Maybe there's like even a couple of different towns. Like on the tail end of the disc, you got a whole mining town rig set up with cranes and everything. When the disc stops to rejuvenate, they literally drop down.
Yeah, see what's been dug up. Yeah,
crushed. Yes.
Yeah, because that thing's gonna be like scouring the the earth as it comes around and kind of plowing.
Yeah, like a massive plow. Yes.
Yeah. You're like, oh, look at all this stuff underneath here.
Yeah, it just destroys everything in its path.
Yeah.
Gobbles it up and spits it out.
You have to fight wildlife.
Oh,
and natives.
that could be interesting.
It's a god. We have to feed the god.
Okay.
How you were dumb to build your village in front of the holy temple. You are now part of the holy temple. Your children's children will tell of the glorious day that you became one with the temple.
The oracle.
Exactly.
Okay.
Literally the eye of the god.
What are we going to call this community? Any idea?
It needs to be like followers or children of something, It needs to have that gist to it.
Okay. What's the name of the the corpse of the machine god? Mr. Nicholas.
I kept thinking of like maybe the chromed one. Maybe it's a title, but maybe its real name is unpronounceable or it's lost. I don't know if that sounds good. The chromed one.
Children of the chromed one.
It's too long, right?
Like the children of Chrome.
Children of Chrome.
Chrome.
Chrome?
Chrome?
No, that's the
Children of Chrome.
Pretty sure that's a different guy.
Yeah.
Children of Chrome. Sky Children.
The Plowers.
Oh.
The Plowers.
I don't know, man. That sounds a bit.
That's what other people call us because we ruin their landscapes.
Yeah, the flowers are coming. The flowers are coming. Oh,
not these jerks again.
They can feel the tremor before they see the cloud of like dust in the horizon.
Yeah.
They
have time to move.
Oh no,
stuff.
These guys again.
I don't imagine. I don't imagine Temple City is big. It's fast. It's slow. It takes it years to make its rotation.
Yeah. Okay. It's very, very slow kind of thing. It's constantly moving, but slow. It's
following the rotation of the orbit of the sky god.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And it has a down cycle to allow for the mines to drop down and people to scavenge, for trades to happen with locals, or if locals are even sentient enough in the region.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that.
Alrighty.
We have some enemies, for sure. Like.
There's gonna be people that are kind of. There's gonna be people that are
hate us.
Coming.
Yes. But we're just here.
I
didn't build it. I just live off it.
I'm sure there's plenty of people who love it because it tears up the land and it opens up these new access to minerals and
yes,
we can't argue over whose land this is and whose land that is anymore because the temple just destroyed it, so it's all my land. But then there's also the other people who are just like, it's coming again, it's just ruined my life, I'm going to devote the rest of my life to becoming a powerful warlord and take it over to make sure it never happens again.
Okay. If they're saying it comes again, like it's on you for building on the same spot.
Exactly.
Land came over.
If you were dumb enough to build in the exact same place,
That's so new.
You knew we are
That's on
here
you.
again
You
in 4
knew we were
years.
coming. You knew we were coming.
This all depends on the cycle. This could be like thousands of years before it comes to the next spot again, or
Oh god, yeah, it could
And
be.
because it changes, like they built a little, like a few kilometers to the side, but it goes exactly on top of it again.
Yeah. Oh, my cabbages, my cabbage fields. Just upgrade again.
I moved it to the right.
yeah. We've been farming here for almost 1,000 years, and here it comes again. Oh!
Uh,
So after such a long time, people forget though. Like records get
Yeah,
lost.
Yeah.
Oral
Yeah, I
like
tradition
that, I like that.
dies.
And keep in mind, I'm not going with anything that's currently like lore or on the map right now for Numenera. I'm totally leaving this open to you guys to interpret this area of the land, and stuff like that.
I love the idea that whole families and clans use this device as an Oregon trail. They're like, our place sucks, and we are oppressed. We want freedom, so we get like slave rebellions who break off to try and join for like 2 months, and when they see
Yeah,
like a
you know
cool
what- you know what's
landscape,
interesting?
they go off.
Yeah, they take. They. It's kind of like a big giant bus.
Hitch
Almost.
rides.
Yeah.
Do you know
A very
those-
slow moving bus,
Yeah.
but needless.
Oh, a bus. Yeah.
Do you know like
Okay,
little fish that sticks themselves like to whales and sharks because they're
Lamprey.
Oh, yeah.
taking the
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
after it
They clean
moves
the
and after the
sharks.
dust cloud, there's a perfect trail that people could use to travel. So it's like it's safe
Yeah.
because there's no more animals. A clean, basically a highway of dirt left behind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big
Maybe
plowed
they
out
even
area.
have like they have like natural walls now that they can use as defenses, stay out of sight.
Oh God, yes. I mean,
Yeah, on the back end of it, yeah, you could have like these things that like an elevators going down into where the where
Yeah.
and, they're like totally crazy stuff. Awesome, I love it. Okay,
I'm sorry I invented that, by the way. It was your
no,
turn,
it's
Nicholas.
great. It's awesome.
It's round
I
robin.
love.
we're the
And,
bad guys, but we don't know we are.
Technically, yeah, some people will view you as as they're worried that they're going
Every
to
time
be
you come along.
next. Yeah.
They're blind.
Yeah.
They don't yet know the glory
They don't
of
understand
the Chrome
that
ones.
this is the workings of the Chrome God.
So
They
we'll
don't see
have
Chrome like we do.
And
yes,
it's,
the Chrome God.
and you constantly have to change maps because just everything this city does affects the whole world behind
I mean,
it.
yeah, we
Yes.
keep the economy alive.
Yes,
we keep things.
We
That's-
create
that's
jobs over here.
Some people, yeah, would probably view it as a positive thing. Some people are totally against it. They'll probably want to send people to go ahead and stop this thing somehow. And
How?
You have
you're
to
going to
read
have those
the
issues.
Chromebook.
Yeah, the
The
Chrome.
Chromebook.
Chromebook. Behold the book of Chrome.
This artifact is billion years old. Crack
Yeah,
it.
We don't
clean.
know what it does, but it's important.
Okay, so we'll just basically call it the Temple of the Chrome God or something like that, or we'll leave it up to interpretation. We'll let that soak for the next couple of
Yeah.
days.
Look up
Maybe you
names
could.
of dead satellites. I'm sure NASA has a list.
Yeah.
be.
It's the Black Knight,
Mix and
the
match some
dreaded
names.
Black Knight that they talk about.
Yeah.
It's let's
Oh, yeah.
see.
Tons of them. Dear God, there's a lot of junk up there.
Yeah.
They have like from funny to serious to epic names. So I usually like to mix and match some names when I'm creating stuff.
Yeah. I mean, keep in mind, this is like a billion years from our current
So, like,
era. So
language,
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is already a dozen giant civilizations rose and fell.
heck yeah. Yeah. So they could have put something up there that, that
survived for some reason.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I imagine.
Yeah,
Like maybe
was
the
it-
crumb, the crumbed one is like from the last world, that somehow is still there.
If you have name ideas and stuff like that, like if you're like suddenly like 8 hours, 24 hours from now, you're like, oh, I got the perfect name. Type it in the Numenera, in the Discord, and let everybody kind of vote on it. Kind of idea. If you got something cool that you bring up too, and
Yeah,
that
maybe
would be-
like I don't know, like maybe we just wrote Chrome wrong, so it's like the Eye of Chrome for the temple because you need the eye to
Conan,
see the
man.
god.
Crom.
People are gonna call us.
It's on his mountain.
We can go with Chrome, but like, I like
Chrome.
the Eye of.
Eye of Chrome.
Okay.
Oh, did Nicholas leg out? What? He's frozen.
Yep. He's a frozen
I
man.
cringe-
He said
Yeah.
he was encountering storms, so
Oh yeah. Okay, so he's not cringing off the platform for that show.
Okay, anything you want to add, Mike? Anything?
Well, I've been adding a ton of stuff, but I mean,
Like directly for what do you think?
Yeah.
Are you part of an organization of glaives or
specifically for Kid with Spear? Kid with Spear's village was just one of the many villages that was gobbled
Oh
up.
no!
And made
so
part,
you integrated?
and part of the whole. And so everybody else, is we worship the great Chromebug and forced to accept the conversion kind of thing,
Okay.
And I'm the one who just kind of was like, wait, are you sure? So I'm the rebel.
The naysayer.
I'm
the
the rebel.
naysayer.
I'm the. Yeah,
You do not understand,
what I've been
child.
watching on TV lately.
Okay.
The crumbed
All these
one
medieval-
works in mysterious ways.
Church, yes, the old church is gone, the new church has moved in, and we have to worship the new church. But there's still some people who are loyal to the old church, and like, why do I have to worship this new God? It's the same God, kind of thing.
Okay. What was your old church about?
We had a different sky god. It's totally church.
The sun.
You can't. It's totally Church of England.
Maybe your god killed ours, but
We were
they both
worshiping
killed
a
each
different
other.
sky god, but now we have to worship this new sky god. And even though it's the Reformation, you could tell I was watching a documentary last night. The Reformation has come in and it's saying your old money is now ours, and your old God is our God, but it's the same God, but it's not the same God.
Ours is
Cool.
better.
If you continue to
Cool.
worship the old God in the old way, you're a heretic. You got to worship the new God in the new way, even though they're the same God.
Don't forget the tithes.
Versus,
Don't forget the tithing.
the Pope. And tithing. Yeah, tithing. So
Okay.
my village was all like, yes, we will gladly accept the brand new God. And I'm like, what about, no, wait, what? I was happy with the old God. They're the same
How
guy.
can you throw away tradition like that?
They even look, they have the same name.
Yeah.
No, we spell
Chrome.
It was
Chrome, what does it matter?
with a
Chrome
K.
with a C is so much better than Chrome with a K. Worship Chrome with a C, Kid with Spear.
Okay.
So that's good. With Spear. Kid with Spear is
Alrighty.
definitely anti-Reformation.
This has sounded so interesting and bizarre, and I think people are gonna love watching this if we do it well. If we decide to, are we gonna record this to present to everybody,
Sure.
or is it,
I got to prove Stoner wrong that I don't know how to roleplay.
Yes,
Yeah.
I want this session 0 up there to share with my friends and stuff.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
Yeah, Mike, I totally appreciate you coming on. I know a lot of people are kind of apprehensive, because
Game's a game, man. I'm just happy to play, and
Yeah.
I'm happy to be
This
with
is a way to play. Join the Holy
Awesome.
Church of 4D. I mean, what?
You're joining a group,
4D,
Mike.
5D, 2D, man. I just want to play. I want to work with a group that works together to play, that wants to tell, that's all I want. and lets me play my character and just have a good time. And if that's 4D, great. I don't need to put a name on it.
Yeah. I will give you some when we do our own little separate, with working with the characters and everything. We'll organize that. Give me a good time that you're able to provide. Maybe an hour of time to develop the character. And
are we supposed to go to the next page on the playground thingy? Because I can't make that move.
I'm not sure. I think this site is kind of glitched. So I'm not sure if you're supposed to use it with a particular type of you're not supposed to use it with Chrome, or you're only supposed to use it with Chrome.
I'll just write everything down. That's it. So that way we don't have to mess around.
Yeah,
with
I'll do the same.
Yeah,
I'll make a PDF.
I'll find a writable writable PDF for you guys to go ahead and download, if somebody finds one.
There's got to be a UFill for this game. It's been around longer than a year.
Yeah.
Yes, I thought I downloaded some, so I'll check if I can find that.
I hear it makes a great superhero game. I mean, I've never heard anybody say anything bad about Cypher.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is what people may call like an overpowered system, but when you think about it, you should be playing more heroic characters that can do things, not just start off with
blasphemer. Haven't you seen all the videos about people telling you shouldn't play that
way? I go against the grain of everything here. Yeah, you know me. Yeah. I'm controversial.
Dare you make
a game? I got a list of character sheets here that we could use.
Cool. If you see something that might work out well, just drop it into the into that Discord, and we can do it there. I know it can be a little weird and confusing reading that book. That's me. Sorry. No, it's Chad.
Weird.
No, can't talk to you, Chad.
If you hit random, it works, but if you enter it manually, it doesn't work.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. It's so weird.
Why is that?
Okay.
So I like this one as this is one of the character sheets listed in the zip file. I think I'm using this one, but there's a couple different layouts.
Okay.
One's called Numenera Discovery. One is Numenera Destiny, and then some.
Numenera some of them are really colorful sheets. So very artistically done. They look a little strange.
Friendly.
Oh, that was pretty.
Yep.
And it's fillable.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's
nice.
Is that the first one or the second one he's listed?
Numenera Character and Community Sheet EXP, I believe, is the one I'm looking at.
Oh, okay.
It's blue. Can I share screen from
it? You can drag and drop the PDF into the like Zonolar has with the
the first one is a zip file with like 6 different PDFs.
Yeah.
Look, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's a traditional sheet there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Nice coloring.
Yeah.
Well done, whoever made this sheet.
Now keep in mind your 3 aspects, your three different attributes. Those also, if you're not familiar, they act like almost like a hit point pool in their own. Okay, so just like Traveler does with strength, dexterity, and endurance, they can be each individually knocked down. You can use effort, which is tiring yourself out in a certain way, mentally, physically, or sometimes you'll receive damage, which is just might damage, or you'll receive damage, which is just your for your mind, your intellect. So keep in mind that those are all individual pools that get reduced as you play throughout the game. The first resting, for your characters, if you want to pull back and rest for a second, you'll be able to gain 1d6 plus your level plus any bonus back for points, and you can distribute those back any way you wish. It's it's not mandatory to all might or whatever. That's all your choice. If your second rest obviously is a 10-minute rest, in which you'll basically have to work with the group to provide that 10 minutes of rest time, doing something while you're doing that for the rest of the characters, unless the rest of you guys are resting as well. And sometimes you might want to coordinate those, those drop down times to regain your strength again to get that extra 1d6. And you guys do that like multiple times during the day, but each time it becomes a longer wait to recover those that 1d6 plus your level plus your bonuses to get them back.
Oh, I see. Yeah. At the bottom of the sheet, 1 action 10 minutes, 1 hour 10 hours. That's a very cool delineation of resting.
Yeah. So you could have that all accumulated at the end and do all the rolls at the very end of the day if you wanted to, and then you've got yourself a number of d6s that you can roll to recover back. It's kind of like you're using your instant one, the one that take your breath, and then all of them accumulating up if you haven't used them up during the day. So it makes a. What's that?
Is that easy to manage as a player without needing the game master permission? Like
you can say your action. The wall. Yeah, always start with I, because I always want you guys to think in the terms of in your head. So every time you state an action, use I, and that's the best way to state in character. I rest up for a moment, regaining my strength, and that tells me that you're using that ability. Just mark it off on your sheet. I'm not gonna school grade you guys or anything. I'll let you guys take care of your sheets. I'll trust you guys are doing the right thing. We'll go over this individually so you fully understand the rules. I might do an example combat or an example like trying to fix something or something like that, and we'll just do a little quick scenario so you understand how your powers work and stuff like that. And if you have any questions about a power that you've taken, like if you can change it slightly, that's totally awesome, because you can basically do that in this game just as long as it has the same kind of value in the ability that you're changing. As long as the same value, that's totally okay.
Okay, yeah, we are not power gaming this. But we can change what's it called, the flavor, basically.
Exactly. If you're thinking that you can slightly twist it to something that you would like to better, go for it. And we'll talk about that. We'll figure out how your powers work. We'll do some role play back and forth, so you get the. Yeah, so understand how your character works, and then when we play, it'll be way more easier for us to kind of do this. We could do when we decide on the day that we're going to do this for the actual game, we can come in a little early. We can maybe do a little power, brainstorm, just any kind of additional ideas that you think of. And we'll go ahead and boom, we'll keep, we'll get into the game session, and boom, we'll have all that set up, and all the little nuances.
I always have that fear playing a new system. Being the guy of how does combat work, and how do I use my ability, and I try to use it, but to.
So I'm going to show you something here on my side. Let me go to my Cypher callouts. I'll go pop that up. So what I'm going to have is basically what you see up over here. Let me switch it on my Stream Deck. Where am I here? All right. So if, for example, let's say I tell you that it's going to be a challenge rating of 4. So if that's that will tell you right up over here basically what you have to roll on a d20. So if I state that it's a difficult challenge, you'll see it right there. I don't really have to do much, so you know what you have to roll. If say for example it's we'll make a scenario. Well, kid with spear is about to fight something that's coming up the wall, and it's got tentacles and everything. It's like trying to make its way, right? Yeah. And it's like a big elephant size kind of thing. So kid with spear, it's kid with spear's turn. So kid with spear decides,
I'm on top of I grab some rocks and try and knock it off the wall with the rocks.
Okay.
Throw.
So you're throwing.
Oh, no, these are big rocks. These aren't like pebbles.
Yeah.
These are rocks that are put up there to stop sieges.
Now, if you decide that you're throwing with effort, so you'll end up if you have an edge in your might, say for example, instead of spending 3 points for that effort, which brings that down to 1 less. So it does that to it. So I don't have to say anything. By just listening to your words, if you're using effort, then I'll go ahead and bring it down. You'll have to say, using my might with effort or something like that, so it signals what you're doing, where it's being pulled off of. So now it is demanding if somebody else is assisting, like Zonalar has maybe something that helps project the rocks correctly, some sort of projector thing, then that would bring it down to a standard. So now your roll, kid with spear, would be a D20 with so we kind of add everything together that people are providing in this action. And that's how we'll do it. So you make your roll.
Yes.
And away you go. How do you have Sophie's dice, Mike?
No, what's that? Is there a dice roller for Steam Ride?
So yeah, we use Sophie's dice, and Big Bad RPG has a little blurb, like a little quick what is it called, the short on how to hook up your Sophie's dice.
Asking for so long, and people were like, no. So it's called
Sophie's dice. It's on Steam.
4-minute tutorial of Big Bad RPG. It's awesome. It's $5, and you can literally do this roll.
Yes.
Oh my god! Awesome. Oh wow! Yeah. I didn't know that exists.
And we'll show you how to hook that up. You use OBS, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
OBS and
we'll show you how to hook that up real easy and everything when we do our character thing for you.
Cool.
And and we'll get that all divvied up for you. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Really makes it. Yeah, and it also does it gives you the calculation up above if you put your OBS correctly into the space, it'll say no dice. Because you'll see maybe some of our you can see the little thing up top of Zonalar's. It says 2d20 equals 17 or something up there.
Yes. So very teeny, but yes.
Yeah.
I assume you can make that larger and smaller if you want.
A lot of times I will go ahead and put in if you look at my avatar here, like I put in like a top fade here. I'll show you what I guess it's not showing here because I have that covering. Let me get rid of the cipher call out here. So above me, I need to go ahead and put an image in here. So above me here, let me put in a better image here. That kind of gives me an idea of what. Okay, so if I put in this top fade here, it will darken the very top. I guess you can't really see that. There. Okay. So let me hit that top fade so you can see that on top here it goes darker.
See what you're doing.
So I make it darker so that when that dice thing comes up, it glows a little bit better. So it gives it more of a contrast up top there.
I'll show. I should add that to my stream, to my setup.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And all right. So we have all the knowns. What's that?
Campaigning worse than Roll20. So
Yeah, I mean, that's I used to run using Fantasy Grounds quite a bit, and I just found it way too frustrating having to do stuff like click and unclick targets and stuff like that, because sometimes the players don't know how to target or untarget things, and it just became just way too much. I'd rather just have people just roll the dice, use your mind, and create a vivid thing out of your own imagination and roll with it. It makes it so much faster. So, but me, I'm all about time economy. I want to have the most role play in my session, and then we can BS afterwards and laugh and joke around after our session's done.
Exactly.
And, I like that much better.
We have to finish the session before the giant city churns over us.
Yes.
They're gonna leave us behind.
So I have some really cool ideas churning up in my head on what the conflict is going to be that's going to be occurring. Because you guys
we need a name for the platform, like for the disc or like the animal, like for what it actually is called, what people call that thing.
Sure.
So does it follow the dead god?
The Devourer. Yeah.
I mean,
Roomba the Devourer.
I leave it up to you. Like my idea is like it's a ley line, but a thing we cannot tell and decipher, but Nicholas can. Like the clerics, the devout worshippers can divinate the path it takes to wind and weave.
An audience with the high priest that is fused with the machinery. Like not anyone can audience with them.
We'll work out all those things because Nicholas may have a secret name for that. He may have a cadence with the like some sort of relationship with the high priest. He knows the high priest's name and everything else, and a few secrets that the priest has given to him. And we'll go over all these different things. We'll go over with Kid with Spear, with his previous, worshippers and stuff like that. We'll get more in depth of who he knows in there, who his, who his, higher ups are, like, maybe part of an organization of some form. We'll work that out with Zonalar. You may be, you might be like who you are by yourself. You may be someone who doesn't really follow any which way. You're just there to provide, services for everybody. You're like the fix-it man, but you're more of the fix-it man that goes out on the road and finds things as well and starts building stuff or however you're imagining these characters. We want to have your connections built in our session, and so start thinking about things like that. You might want to write down some notes, in the next day or so, and then have that ready for me when we do our one-on-one, getting our characters fully realized and everything. So I think this was really an awesome building. Anybody want to add something else to this, possibly, or you think we have enough to kind of gnaw on for a bit and work on ourselves?
I was the guy who built Dive City.
Dive City
on the back end, the dive style.
Oh, okay. So the stragglers that they come along and
you're a little older then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm already like above 40, something like
you
that.
Built this little ragtag camp of maybe we know about.
I didn't build the camp. I didn't bring the people. I built the motherfucking crane, baby.
He built
the setup. Okay. Cool. Anybody else? Any last minute kind of add-ins, or we're gonna leave it to that?
No. We're in the tundra and we're stuck on a giant rock. That's why we're here longer than we're supposed to be.
That's right. Okay.
There's this big rock that's come up and the gears are grinding in it and they're sending out crews to try and move the rock and everything. And all this is attracting the attention. So now we've got enemies coming, because this is the longest been in any one place.
Okay.
Here's the
Okay.
ticket.
Okay. So we have a
We have to
situation
keep
that's happening.
schedule.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Anything last minute there, Nicholas? Yourself?
Hail Crom with a
I
K.
wanna. We gotta root out, man. We gotta weed out these heretics.
What? No.
Actually, I have a question.
Hail Crom with a
See,
C.
we are not so different after all.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's an important question. Are we allowing character versus character in this game?
That was my question. That's my question because
Ah, yes.
I'm gonna have fervor.
I have, yeah, I have no problem with player versus player in this whole thing. I mean, it's only a one shot kind of. Yeah, if it happens, it happens.
Happen, but you know, if it
Yep.
breaks down, that
I'm down with
naturally
it.
escalates. Yeah,
I like
awesome.
I like playing cooperatively, but I'm very happy to die for the cause by
Yes.
Nicholas's character getting sacrificed.
What do you mean?
I've played many games where I've been like, yeah, there's been some adversity between the characters, but I think that's a cool dynamic, to kind of add that in. It gives that, that Samurai 7, you're not quite sure if the one guy is really, he's kind of evil, but he's working with you, and stuff like that, but are you,
and we are
character
forced to work
arcs
together.
Yeah.
Because we know the truth, like if the thing doesn't start moving, everybody will die. So we have to cooperate. That's kind of
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if the thing stops moving, yeah, it has to move to
We
live.
have to- Yes.
Other tone, like what are we gonna carry this as a kind of a like I'm thinking we're gonna be fairly serious with the with the setting. There might be some little comical little bits that pop up once in a while and stuff like that. Keep that kind of a tone.
Sure, yeah.
Kind of thing.
I believe so,
Weird
yeah.
and strange, and we'll have all kinds of bizarre stuff happen. I've got all kinds of things going on in my head about this one. This is so cool. Awesome, guys. We're going to go ahead and hit the stop recording on here.
Awesome. Thank
And
you.